Up in the sky, the stars align, and two girls were born. The bestest friends until the end. Cancer and Capricorn. Welcome back to Super Sister Signs, a best friends podcast where we talk life, love, and a little bit of astrology. I am your no-nonsense Capricorn co-host, Juanita.
And I am your cozy, compassionate Cancer co-host, Brooke.
Ooh.
Ooh. Have you noticed that we've been kind of starting episodes lately with like just
Sounds?
sort of sounds? Yeah.
Yeah. It's your birthday month.
You're so right.
It's Hune.
It's Hune. Gloomed Hune.
Lume Hune.
It has been kind of gloomy lately, but then it gets so, it like all
Then it
burns
gets
off
so
by
hot.
the afternoon. Ugh, it's so hot in here. It is my birthday month. I'm
Do you
excited.
feel it coming energetically?
I do. I feel like I'll feel it more. I'm about to go on a trip for like 5 days to Chicago, literally tomorrow. And I feel like when I come back, it's game time. Like it's serious. It's my birthday month. It's also tough because like I am such an early season Cancer. And I feel like June belongs to the Geminis in some ways. But like in my mind, this doesn't make sense because it's not real. It's not true. But in my heart and therefore in my mind, June is the Cancer month and July is the Gemini month.
That's wrong.
It's wrong because it's not true birthday wise.
Not true at all.
It's just not.
I know so many
Right.
July Cancers.
Yeah.
Like it feels crazy that you're a June Cancer, actually.
I know it's crazy. But when I'm centering myself in the story, I'm like, this is how it should be. July just feels like you're really out there. You're really flirting with the sun. And June is like, we're still kind of like cozying up to the idea of it being summer. But it actually makes no sense because Cancer season starts on the summer solstice. So I don't know why I feel that way, but there's just something about me that's just a feeling that I think is a fact that's wrong.
It's valid. And that's valid.
And it's actually not, but that's why it's valid. That's why it's so valid.
Your experience is valid
Thanks.
with the months.
Thank you. But I am looking forward to my birthday.
I'm excited.
Thanks.
Well, should we do a little reflection?
A little ketchup and
careful.
ketchup and
careful. Ketchup and careful.
We're catching up.
And we're pulling a card.
Yeah, let's do it. We last week, I don't remember what card I pulled, but I remember it was Virgo Sun, and it was basically like, get your shit done. Check off your to-do list.
Right.
Go beat by beat.
Be a farmer.
Be a farmer. And you were like, it's very funny that all of your tarot cards are like, get up off your ass. And I mentioned that they're either like, get up off your ass or go to bed, honey. And like,
Go to bed, honey.
it's very true. I got one that was like, go to bed, honey, like 2 days later. And I sent it to you. And I was like, it's just one or the other.
It's really, your life is a spectrum, and the spectrum is go to bed, honey, get up, bitch.
Yes. I've never thought of anything more clear in my life. But I would say I felt that. I had a lot to get done. And I think I got her done. I struggled a little bit. I had a moment on Saturday Friday where I had a bunch of stuff to do during the day, like physical labor, and then did it all and was getting ready to go to like a Shabbat dinner, and I was like, I think I can't do this. I think I have to stay home. And then I ended up having a crazy migraine, and I threw up all my bagel bites.
Right. The throwing up. Yeah.
But other than that, you guys, I nailed it. I got so much stuff done. I cat sat for all of Los Angeles. We're feeling good.
And they're grateful.
Thank you. Yeah. Yes. Thank you is what they're saying to me.
Well,
What about you?
Well, okay. So, last week I had my play, and I was kind of thinking that the card, it was reminding me, I interpreted that it was reminding me to find the love of the game, not to stress out so much, do the work, but let it be fun, because I'm not getting paid for that.
Mm-mm.
I might as well have a good time. It's the thing that I love. The card was the Page of Cups. It was something about emotion and inspiration, just finding the joy.
Yeah.
And I think I did. I had a great time. You came and saw the play.
It was so fun, and you seemed like you were having a lot of fun.
I did have a lot of fun. It was very sold out. So sold out.
Yeah.
There were people sitting on the stage.
There sure were.
The stage was very small because of how many people were there.
We were taking our seats, and Samantha was like, does Juanita need us to sit on the stage, like, for support? And I was like, no.
Does Juanita what?
Need us, like, I think, because it was still filling out. I don't think she realized it was sold out. So I think she was maybe like,
worried
does
that
your
you were
friend
sitting too
that
far
we're
away.
Here for? Yeah. And I was like, no, it's so fine. And then everything filled up, and I was like, it's fine. She can see us from here.
Yeah, I found you.
It was fine.
Thank you for coming.
It was very sweet. She was like, should we? And I was like, I would rather die. And she said, me too, but I had to check.
Yeah, really, it really came out how much you would rather die than participate in a live performance that you're not already in.
Yeah, I'm horrified by it.
And I love it.
You do.
Famously, we went to Vegas once for my birthday.
Yes.
And I specifically wanted to see sexy men dance on stage. And
Yes.
we shelled out for front row seats because I knew that if I was visible, I would be selected and chosen to be on stage with the men.
Were.
And I was instantly the first one.
And I said, not me, don't look at me.
And I said, I'm auditioning right now.
Yes.
During the opening number, I'm auditioning.
That's when you should have known that we're so firmly different on that.
Yeah.
Maybe you thought it was just a strip club.
I just thought
thing,
that you might want to
club.
stand up in the most fun group number that I was asking you to stand up.
I did stand up.
You did?
I did, but I couldn't get a flag. It was I stood up towards the end, and then
maybe I stopped looking at you by then because I said she won't stand.
Yeah, I think that was it.
For context for the listeners, so this was a heated rivalry parody musical, and there was one song called LGBTQIALLY, where the women who were beards, for lack of a better word, during the TV show, they have this group number that is essentially taking credit for gay success.
It's very, very
through
funny.
their straight allyship. It's very funny. And we encourage all of the straight women in the audience to stand up, get a flag, and own it.
It's so embarrassing. I love it. I love it.
It's so funny. The lyrics are LGBTQIALLY. Gayness is possible thanks to the allies. And the people were eating it up. People were screaming.
It's so funny. They were
screaming. They were clapping.
I was weeping. That was another reason why I wasn't standing right away, because I was sort of so overcome.
The song ends with we are the allies. Thank you to us. You're welcome. It is Pride Month.
It is Pride Month.
Yeah, so you're welcome.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Gays, you're welcome.
And yeah, you know what? You're welcome. I'll stand up now.
Yeah, stand up for the
I'm standing up for the gays.
Yeah,
finally. Stand up for gay rights.
Gay rights.
I would have stood up immediately for gay rights.
If the song was "Stand Up for Gay Rights,"
up like a rocket.
Up like a rocket. But instead it's like, you are a straight woman, and everyone's gonna look at you because you're a straight woman in this room full of queers.
Yeah, it's one of the most humiliating situations I could imagine. It was awesome. It was so awesome. Well, do you want to draw first? I know I'm holding these cards with my
I wanted to say something
hands.
else about the reflection, because the card was also about like blossoming love. And I'm not saying that I'm falling in love, but I did go on a second date last night with the man that I went out with before.
Who you met at the speed dating, or not the speed dating event, the picture friend, but you weren't okay.
And on the way here, I was listening to a podcast episode of Why Won't You Date Me by Nicole Byer, and she had a therapist on, and this is right what I was listening to right before I got here, and they were having a conversation where the therapist was talking. She was like, there are people who are always in relationships and then people who cannot seem to get into a relationship. Why is that? And the therapist was like, well, there could be many factors, but one factor could be that the people who are always in relationships are very open to different things and have like an openness to them, and the people who are not are more evaluating, reacting, maybe more closed in that sense. And I thought that was interesting because I'm someone who's never in a relationship, and that's not untrue of me. I am like observing, looking, evaluating.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm not the most open.
It's interesting because I would never, without hearing like it put that way, I don't think I would ever be like, you're so closed off, or like, you're not open when it comes to dating. But hearing it put that way, I'm like, well, maybe. And is that such a bad thing? Like,
I don't know.
Not necessarily, but maybe it's like, it comes with, it's like a double-edged sword.
I would like to put a pin in this and circle back to it because I do have an additional layer.
A wonder wall.
That has to do with my date last night and is not unrelated to this question. So just wanted to throw it out in the ether.
Okay.
Where?
Ether received.
Ethernet cable plugged into wall.
I liked that.
Thanks. Okay, pull your card.
Okay, it's time now. Okay. Yeah, okay, I'll pull it.
All right. While Brooke drops everything, I'd like to remind everyone that Love Island premieres tonight, June 2nd.
Tonight as we record this.
Tonight as we record it, yeah. It will be in the past, so everyone jump on Peacock and make sure you catch up because I'm sure we'll be talking about it.
By the time this comes out, there will have been like 4 episodes out already, I think.
Yeah, it's on 5 nights a week.
Is it Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday? And
I actually don't know. I think...
I'm so scared.
I can't remember what night After Sun's on. We don't watch After Sun.
No, I don't have time for that.
Love Island is about to be my second part-time job this summer.
Yeah, it really is. It takes up so much time and it's so worth it.
It's awesome.
It overcomes me. Oh my God, Mom, and now you can watch the new season. I got to text her after we record because she caught up on... I introduced her to the Traders and she loved
I got my mom
Rob.
on Traders.
Phyllis, congrats.
She has, for some reason, no access to the American seasons, but has been watching Australia and UK. Which is great.
Great for her. Maybe it's like is it like an access out of the country thing?
You know what? I don't think so. And knowing my mom who's about to turn 79, it could really just be user error. Yeah. It's really possible that it's just user error.
It's really possible. Yeah. Anyway, my mom was like, really liked Rob's gameplay. And then I was like, watch Love Island. And then she did. Nice. She gobbled it up.
Gobble, gobble.
I think you watched all of it. Let me know in the comments. Okay. Here is going to be my card for this week. And yet again, I did not ask a question. I just wanted to see what she says. 5 of Swords reversed. Oh my God.
Looks like John Travolta in Saturday Night Fever.
You're not wrong. This person has long eyelashes. It's kind of cool. Oh, well, no, the blonde person on the ground is crying. And then there's some swords in the ground. Okay, let's figure out what the hell this means.
Okay.
All right, we've got Venus in Aquarius, first decan. In the 5 of Swords, we meet the first decan of the sign of Aquarius, fixed sign, characterized by nonconformity, vision, the ability to challenge the limits of common belief. Here, the sign is accompanied by Venus, the planet of love, relationship, and exchange. In the 5 of Swords, someone wins and someone loses. We do not know which of the 2 roles is of interest to whoever is reading the card. Defeat or victory at great cost? This seems to be the question Aquarius poses to society as a whole through its nonconformist actions. It is a card of passage, which contains an echo of the star, the major arcana card linked to the sign of Aquarius. If we are defeated, we cannot lose faith or hope in a better world. Keywords: victory and defeat, challenge, break from convention, crisis, and maintaining hope.
Okay.
Whew. Well, election day is today.
True.
I already voted,
so I kind of forgot.
Same, me too, but kind of spooky, huh? Wow, I want this world to be better. I guess we'll see what I do this week to make it a better place. What was that reversed about?
And what was the reverse about, actually?
Am I gonna be defeated? Is this week gonna defeat me?
Maybe.
Not if I think outside the box. Maybe.
You're out of town the whole week, no?
Pretty much, yeah. I get back late Monday, and then we'll.
So yeah, you're essentially traveling for this whole card pool.
Oh my googa! I gotta really think like an Aquarius. Yikes! That's hard for me.
Ouch!
Ouch! I love to think inside the box.
The box is nice.
The box is safe. It's comfy in here.
Okay, my question. That one kind of leapt out at me, but I didn't ask a question. So let me be better. Oh. Talk to me about, this is just for the week. So what do I have going on this week? This week is kind of like normal style. So what should I be focused on? What should I be focused on this week? Talk to me. Three of Cups, reverse. I think I had Three of Cups before. Isn't that the sisterhood card? Will you throw me the book?
I think so.
So if we recall from before, the Three of Cups was all about like sisterhood, shared experience, being with your girlinas, sharing the same language, like-minded people, friends.
So nice.
Which is nice. And I had that one before, but reversed, if we're doing the other booklet. The 3 hints that it's time to be the lone wolf.
Oh, I was wondering if it was going to be like that.
Yeah, you may be feeling your social battery running low. This doesn't mean that now is a time to break friendships. This doesn't mean that now is the time to break friendships. You just need some time to be with your own thoughts. Recuperate, breathe, and if you can't be alone for too long, visit with friends you haven't seen lately. Where's your familiar anyway? Okay.
Wow.
That's
Sounds
interesting.
Like it's taco time.
It's taco time, which is a fast food restaurant in my hometown.
Oh.
My mom and I would go to Taco Time and get tater tots, but they called them Mexi fries. And I loved Mexi fries.
They sound good.
At Taco Time. Yeah, so maybe it's just time to be with taco. I mean, today I was just being a slug.
Yeah. It's slug time.
It's slug time, because last night I had kind of a late night on a date, and I'm kind of like feeling the residual tiredness of it. And coming off of the week with the rehearsals, the stress, the rigmarole, the excitement of the show, and not really having anything. I mean, I'm on set for something on Thursday, but otherwise I have a regular work week. It's kind of, I don't have a lot on my plate this week, so maybe it is just a nice moment to go.
Relax.
We're fine. Relax.
That's nice.
Check in with your friends on Love Island.
Yeah, you're gonna have plenty of social life on that screen.
I can watch people have social life alone with my TV.
Okay. Will you hand me the RPG booklet, because mine was also reversed? I want to see.
Good catch. That was amazing.
Okay, wow. I'm keeping that in. That was good. Okay. So the RPG deck is giving 5 of Swords. That's what it was, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Reconciliation, making amends, and moving on. When reversed, the 5 of Swords suggests that a long-enduring battle needs to come to an end. The opportunity now presents itself to recognize your plight and find a different path. Consider a peaceful solution. Be the bigger adventurer and apologize or offer a compromise. You may feel like you've reached a dead end, but you are uniquely able to find the secret door forward. Social conflicts, unbeatable change, and insight. Interesting. And the other one was like, there's a winner and a loser. And this one is kind of like reversed. Like, maybe you just need to like, you might be the loser and you kind of just need to like be okay with that.
Take the L.
Take the L. Yikes.
Okay,
supposed to have like a fun week in Chicago.
Well, we'll see what that means.
Okay, yeah, maybe it's nothing scary or bad. Usually it's not.
Maybe that's, you're going to be not home, not on your home turf.
Yeah.
you might just be having to take some L's because you're out of your comfort zone.
Yeah, I think it's probably, this is a little bit like, have an attitude adjustment. A little bit.
Yeah, it's like it's not going to be the most comfortable week.
Yeah.
Probably.
But I am ultimately kind of going on a vacation.
Yeah, so it's like
seeing old friends. I'm going to go to the music box.
Attitude adjustment.
Yeah. Wow, we're so good at this.
Wow, it's almost as if we are witches.
Witches with a cursed bloodline, cursed to know the future.
Cursed to look at someone and see their death. A hand wrapping around their throat.
A knife stabbing them in the back.
A car plummeting off a cliff.
A truck killing someone.
Poison vial.
That's the rest of the episode. Is
just lists of ways to die.
Yeah, why not? I actually think it's time for us to be screaming, crying, throwing up. Screaming, crying, throwing up. I'm screaming because, unbeknownst to you, on Saturday afternoon, I went to a scalp spa. That's right. They've got spas just for your little head. And I needed to wash my hair and I didn't want to. And also I've had like really bad dandruff for like a decade, and I've tried like a million things, and I can't, and I've like, the dermatologist is not helpful, and I just was like at a loss, and I was like feeling so itchy and my hair was so dirty, and I had just had that migraine, and I woke up and I was like, I'm gonna go to the scalp spa.
Yeah.
I drove to Glendale.
Oh.
I walked in. This woman held a device to my scalp, and it was and it showed me on the computer screen what it looked like on a microscopic level, and it was gnarly. And she said, "Oh, you're so dry. You're so dry." And then she took me back.
Was she Armenian?
She was Asian. Oh. It was one of the most relaxing experiences I've ever had in my entire life.
Really?
I
can believe that.
They sit you down in a massage chair, in a big armchair that is like kind of massaging you, like your back and your butt and your hips, and then it's got your legs in like these clamps almost that are like tightening and releasing. So you're
That's
also
cool.
getting like a thigh massage.
Nice.
And then she just like is like slowly like combing through my hair and like using this like detox treatment, and then the chair starts to lift and turn. It rotates and it leans me all the way back until I'm laying down. I'm horizontal. I'm not like leaning my neck back like at the salon. I'm just like, the chair has brought
amazing.
me. The chair was honestly the coolest part of the experience.
That's amazing.
And then she just like washes my hair, but is like using all these special treatments. And then she like blew the scalp dry and then used this like oxygen thing. And I also like, I kept asking her for like elaborations on things, but there was a language barrier. So half the time I didn't really know what she was doing, but it was so nice.
Do you feel a difference?
I did that day. I was like, I feel amazing. And then I was like, well, my dandruff is back. But she was the one who was like, your whole scalp is really, really dry. And I had been treating it for seborrheic dermatitis, which is like a fungal infection, and it feeds on oil. So I was like just kind of making sure my scalp was always really clean, but I was drying it out.
You were drying it out. Oh, shit.
I didn't know. So I went and got some like moisturizing serum and some like shampoo that has some like scalp moisturizing stuff.
It's looking good. Actually, it feels like you kind of found out what might be the issue.
I had a really relaxing time, and I think I figured out what the hell is going on.
My God, I'm excited.
You can have both. You can have like seborrheic dermatitis and your scalp is really dry. And so I was just like making matters worse.
Does it hurt? Or is it just
It's like
itchy?
It can be like tender. I have like a spot on my like on the bottom of my scalp near my neck that is like really inflamed, and it like doesn't really hurt, but it's so itch is a low level pain, as I like to say. It's a Bachelor in Paradise reference. Mm-hmm. I don't actually believe that it's a low-level pain, but it's so itchy, and then it like, I just shed kind of everywhere I go, and I go, I'm shedding.
We don't want to be shedding.
So I'm screaming because I had no idea that a scalp spa even existed a week ago, and now I just want to scream about it from the rooftops. Also, because there was a language barrier, there was no pressure to like make conversation.
Yeah.
So I just like
That's
closed
so
my
great.
eyes, and she
I
just like
low-key-
rubbed my head. Amazing.
That's amazing. And I low-key hate talking during my appointments.
I hate it.
I hate it.
One of the reasons I'll never see another hairstylist is because she like early on she was like, by the way, sorry, I'm not going to talk a lot during this appointment because I really like to focus on the haircut. And I said,
That's awesome.
I love you.
Yeah, haircuts.
Thank you.
Nails, Ubers. I don't. And that's really where we're not air signs.
Yeah. Yes, I
don't
cannot just make something out of nothing. I don't want to chat.
I'm tired.
I'm tired.
I need to reserve this chatty energy for people I know.
Yes. Yes, it's so exhausting. I'm vulnerable. I'm opening my chest up every time I share something with you.
I'm just like, ugh.
Ugh. Ugh.
Yeah, totally.
So that was my scream. That was my scalp scream.
Congrats.
Thank you. It was awesome. I really recommend it. That chair was like nothing I've ever experienced in my life. It was so nice. It was like I was getting a full body massage and a scalp massage.
That's perfect. That's what you need.
Yeah, it was great. What about you?
Okay, I'm screaming with laughter, honestly, because you texted me yesterday being like, "Oh my God, Girl on a Train is on Netflix," which is an adaptation of a book that we've both read. I've read many, many, many years ago. It kind of was that and Gone Girl were kind of the shooting off points for my love of an unreliable female narrator who is alcoholic and knows what she saw.
Uh-huh.
And recently we had the experience where Woman in Cabin 10, we were talking about that, and that was new on Netflix.
Oh, yeah.
And that was a book that I also love in that genre.
I think that was what prompted you to bring over several like paperback. It was kind of like right after we both read Housemaid and saw Housemaid.
Yeah.
And then I was like, Woman in Cabin 10. And then you like brought me some like basically an I Know What I Saw unreliable narrator starter pack. And so I was like, I've been reading those books, and I read Girl on the Train and I loved it. Like this was a few months ago.
Fantastic. So it was top of mind.
Girl on the Train on Netflix.
Girl on the Train on Netflix. You text me so excited, and I was like, just ellipses.
Yeah, you texted back. ...
That movie is so old. And I didn't quite realize how old it was until because I was just in my bed, kind of also needing something to watch.
Amazing.
And I was like, I'll just watch Girl on the Train. And I click on it, and it's 2016.
Truly 10 years old. And I was like, look at this new movie that they just
made. New release.
Netflix made an adaptation, and they just...
And Emily Blunt's in it. Oh my God.
It looks so good for her age. Like, she's 10 years
10 years ago. Couldn't be farther behind.
And I'm like a fact checker. I like to say normally I'm a fact checker, but sometimes I really just don't fact check.
It really was so funny to me.
Yes. And then weirdly enough, the Girl on the Train Netflix bug has been in the family because my mom texted me this morning and was like, Girl on the Train's on Netflix. We've never spoken about Girl on the Train prior to this.
Hilarious.
She just was like, it's great. You gotta watch.
I have a different opinion about it. I don't think that it's a very good adaptation. I love the book, and I think that genre just suffers when it's told in a visual medium. It's really hard to create doubt. It's really hard to trick your audiences, essentially. And I think that I will maintain that probably one of the only good adaptations is The Housemaid.
Housemaid was great.
In that genre. And so I do think that the Girl on the Train is disappointing if you're a fan of the book. I don't actually have the experience of watching it without knowing the end.
Yeah.
So it actually could be great for someone who didn't know the book.
And that was my mom's situation because she started reading the book and then she stopped because she thought it was boring. But then she watched the movie.
Oh, the book is so riveting to me.
I mean, me too. I was like, even if there was like a part of me, I guess, that thought it was slow, I just like knew that there was something so wrong. Like I was like, you just know something horrible is gonna happen.
You're gonna get got.
You're gonna get got.
Yeah.
And I got got. And I just can't imagine like I can imagine rereading the book knowing what I know and like looking for clues. I guess I would do the same thing with a movie adaptation. Sometimes you just need something to watch. And one day my time will come with Girl on the Train.
Yeah. You can watch it on the plane if you want.
I sure could. And maybe I will.
Maybe you'll. That's that. That's just my gentle scream laugh.
Thank you for sharing your scream laugh.
Ooh.
Ha ha ha.
Ha ha ha.
I think now it's time for our
Capricorn and Cancer moment of the week. What's your moment?
Well, I actually had a couple. I had actually 2 quick little Cancer moments and a Capricorn moment, if you can believe it. And I would like to politely request that I share all 3.
Okay.
My first Cancer moment was we were out to drinks with a friend the other night, and this friend has been out of town dealing with a loss in the family for a few weeks now, and they were like telling a story about this man that is like involved in their family situation who did some of the like most ridiculous and horrendous shit, and I became so enraged.
You were levitating with fury.
I couldn't sit. I could not sit. I was so angry. I've never even met this man. And I could not. I was like legitimately considering driving to the place that he lives and taking his life.
Which is states away.
States away. I don't know how I would do it. I did at the time. I knew exactly how I would do it.
Because how dare this man encroach on the people you love in such a way?
Yeah, exactly.
The loyalty was jumping out.
That's where it was coming from, was like the loyalty and the true, like the crab rage was really boiling over. I was like, I haven't felt this.
You were sharpening your
yeah, truly. I have not felt that angry in a while. I was really livid.
Yeah.
Felt good. Sometimes rage feels good.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, and then my other Cancer moment came shortly after. It was like Joe's been away for about a week, and on the same day that he left, I also technically left to go cat sit somewhere else and like sleep somewhere else. So I was coming home to feed the cats briefly, but I was not like spending any time with them. They've been freaking out, pooping outside the litter box. One of them's throwing up. Like I was just coming home to like Lord of the Flies, crazy bones, just their separation anxieties.
They're a mess.
They're a mess. Sunday morning, I was done cat sitting. I came home and I said, fuck this. The house is a mess and I'm not going to do a single chore. I'm not going to do a single chore about it. I'm going to rot. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to allow myself right now, I'm going to say all the chores can wait until tomorrow and I'm just going to rot. And yep. I just laid on the couch basically all day with Possum did not let me leave her sight. She was just like on me or next to me the whole day. Frankenbean, yeah. Gun trained at my head. So do not leave.
Do not
go. And Frankenbeans were like in and out. At one point, I'm sure I took like a big nap with it was just like in the bed, nice. On the couch, all the cats on me, like very like no social interaction, just like truly rotting. And it was just the nicest little coziest experience.
Isn't it so nice when the person you cohabitate with is gone and you really don't have an obligation to be good or tidy?
Yeah.
Or fun.
Yes. You can just be like, I'm going to start a new TV show and I'm going to just not engage.
Yeah. This has been my last week without my roommate. She's been in England. And
so
have
nice.
I done a single dish? No!
No, why would you?
I would never.
Sometimes it's nice to be like in a clean space.
Of course.
But also sometimes it's so nice to just go feral.
Yes.
Go absolutely nuts.
Yes, especially when you're
eat
busy
at weird times.
Like,
I just want to relax. So I had a really nice relax session.
Good.
But then I had a Capricorn moment of the week. Not the following day. I was crushing errands yesterday. I left the house. I was boom, crushing errands left and right. Mm-hmm. But I was on a journey. Long story short, I had to get a bunch of clothes from our storage unit and bring them to Highland Park for our friends who are having a clothing swap that I will be out of town for. And I said, we have all these clothes from a variety of places. Other people who have moved have given us clothes. We have so many clothes we have to drop off. It's the wrong storage unit. It's not the one at our house. They're all at the ones in Burbank. So I have to drive from Hollywood to Burbank to Highland Park. And it's like the hottest part of the afternoon. And on my way from Hollywood to Burbank, my air conditioner stops working in the car. It's just blowing hot air. I'm like, what's going on? So
not on the freeway.
No, I didn't take the freeway because I said, screw this. I'm just taking Barham all the way. Cahuenga to Barham.
Barham
Boulevard,
Barham.
baby.
Is that how you pronounce it?
Barham. I don't know. I kind of sling it together.
Barham.
I'm lazy. I'm lazy like that. So I'm in my hot car. I like do the storage unit situation. I'm just in Burbank and I'm facing having to drive to Highland Park with no air. And I was like, this can't be happening. So what do I do? Just find the nearest, highest rated mechanic. And I call him and I say, can you look at my car right now? I'm around the corner. The air conditioning stopped working. And he said, bring it over. And I said, thank you. And I just pulled right in. And he looked at it and he said, I don't have this Freon. I would have to order it. You bring it back in tomorrow. Drop your car off. And I was like, I don't live here, sir. I'm sorry, I can't do that. And then I just drove to Highland Park with a broken AC. But my Capricorn moment of the week was immediately being like, I'm going to fix this.
We're going to solve the problem.
Yeah, solve the problem right away. And I did also make an appointment for the mechanic around the corner for the next morning.
Yeah. And it's fixed? Okay.
Well, no, because the mechanic around the corner doesn't do air conditioning stuff. So I'm just going to fix it when I get back. So the Capricorn moment kind of failed at the end, but I had a real but
you were taking steps.
It was a moment.
Yeah,
okay, I'm not a Capricorn, but I had a moment.
And I'm proud of you. There are so many people who would just suffer without AC until it was just too unbearable.
And I did kind of suffer for the rest of the day, but
not for lack of trying.
No. And also it wasn't that bad. I didn't take the freeway and I just drove on surface streets and it was like shady. So it ended up being it was a lovely drive.
Great.
What about you?
So that same night that we were out to drinks, my other Cancer friend was there with her new beau. Not a boyfriend yet.
Oh.
Don't you recall?
Yeah. I didn't know that they were not yet.
No, so he hasn't asked her to be boyfriends, but they've been kind of going steady. Okay. And I ask him, they're leaving, and they say goodbye, and I go, isn't she fantastic? Isn't she great?
That's why you did that.
What?
Because they were not official yet.
Well, I mean, you should be able to say that the woman that you're dating is fantastic and great. It's
of course,
isn't my friend amazing?
Yeah.
And he tried to make a joke. Mistake. Why am I making jokes?
Yeah, that was weird.
Stay in your lane. He said, she's all right. Trying to be funny. And then you were there. Do you not recall? You're acting like you're telling the story to you for the first time.
No,
do you remember?
Just trying to be engaged.
Oh, okay.
I remember. I don't think I could really hear what he was saying.
So immediately, I'm activated.
Yeah.
And I won't let it slide. I know it's a joke. It's tasteless to me.
Yeah.
Because why would you joke about your woman like that, who you haven't even asked to? Why
that?
But also just why?
That's in general.
That's my least favorite genre of comedy is I hate my wife.
Yeah. It's not funny. And
I started yelling at him, cherish her. And then you joined in and we were all screaming at him, cherish her, as they're walking away. And I made eye contact with him as he was leaving. I said, don't piss me off. Cherish her. Don't piss me off.
You did.
And that's my Capricorn moment, which I feel is really in line. Something that Capricorns and Cancers share.
Cherish her. Don't piss me off.
Is our deep loyalty to our friends.
Yeah.
And we will become enraged if you hurt our loved ones.
Yeah. You were ready to drive with me across states and commit murder.
Of course.
For my situation as well.
But I just really was just like, how dare you?
Yeah.
How dare you act like she's not a precious jewel?
He better cherish her.
Ugh! It really made me mad.
I'm kind of mad.
I will yell at a man. I will yell at a man.
That's one of my favorite pastimes, actually, is yelling at a man.
Don't piss me off. Don't piss me off. Cherish her. He better. I don't want to hear about it.
I don't. I'm
afraid he'll hurt her.
Well, with an attitude like that, like the one that he had, I mean, not your attitude.
Yeah. My attitude is affecting
with an attitude like that, he is going to mistreat her. No. He better cherish her. I wish her lots of luck. Mm-hmm. I think it's time for us to wonder.
Whoa. Okay. So thinking about the therapist saying that people who tend to be in relationships are more open. Let's say that. In your opinion, how does that... Okay, here's a separate question. In your opinion, how important do you think it is for a successful romantic relationship to have shared common interests? How many shared common interests should you have? And just how important is it, and how many should you share?
This is so tough. I think it's really subjective. I'm going to answer for myself.
Yeah.
Because I don't think there is a should. I think it's like whatever works for you and your partner and that relationship. But like, I'm someone who really likes having a lot of things in common with my partner. Like, Joe is my best friend. I love to hang out with him. Mm-hmm. We can just like, and we like enjoy a lot of the same TV shows. Mm-hmm. We enjoy a lot of the same music. We enjoy doing like a lot of the same activities. Mm-hmm. There are some things I have absolutely no interest in being a part of in his life. I do not care about basketball. He does like include me in it to an extent, and like I'll ask what's going on because I live in a house where there's basketball on the screen. Like I don't care about it, but I'm not like annoyed by it. You know, I'm like very much like there's space in the life that we've created together for him to have his own stuff and for me to have my own stuff. And we sometimes collaborate. I think there's also like kind of another edge to that, which is that I think there's sometimes like a pressure on us to collaborate creatively. And sometimes I want to do my own stuff. Mm-hmm. And I want him to like know that he can do his own stuff. And it's not just with things that like we can't do together. Like he plays guitar and I don't play an instrument and I don't want to, and that's fine. And like you and I have a podcast and he's not like trying to be on the podcast, like, you know, we have our own separate creative projects. But with something like writing, where like we do write together sometimes, so I think it's harder sometimes to be like, I'm a writer in my own right. I can have my own separate writing practice or like my own creative practice that is this thing that I like to do with my partner, but I also like to do by myself. I think it's important to do by myself. Some of that gets lost, I think, when you're like so I'm trying to think of a healthy word for it. I was like enmeshed. But yeah, when you're so enmeshed, like in each other's activities and lives. I also think it like makes it easier to spend time together and have like quality time in the relationship if there are a lot of similar interests. Mm-hmm. However, I just talked for like a really long time about what I think and what I prefer. There's of course people who want to be more independent or want to have like a more separate relationship. There are people who are married and don't even live in the same house, which is like beyond to me. Yeah. But like, I think it just goes to show that at the end of the day, like, it's kind of whatever you're looking for. Like, yeah. Are you looking for kind of a bestie who also like sleeps in your bed and that you kiss and stuff?
Well, yeah, because it's like, why else would you be with someone?
So then I think it is important that you have like at least maybe not even a majority, but at least a handful of shared interests.
I think like, yeah. So the reason why I ask is because I am trying to see like, so the guy I went on the date with last night, we don't have a lot of shared interests. Like he loves golf and video games and jazz. And he doesn't know that I hate jazz.
That's so funny.
And he's like not necessarily a game person or like a theater person, you know. And that being said, like he played a card game with me last night, and you know, I think that if he was important to me, then I would like not be opposed to like going to Top Golf and like shooting a ball or whatever they do.
Yeah.
But and also every time he talked, he was like, he has stressed many times like, I don't expect you to be into that. Seems like that's not your thing. I don't. So it's not like there's a pressure there.
Mm-hmm.
But when when there's naturally such a big divide in the shared interests, but we still have a nice time together and have really good conversation. I'm just thinking about it in terms of like, am I being closed off to be worried about that? Am I being evaluating and critical and too reactive and observant about it versus...
I think kind of yes.
Yeah.
I think that like you gotta chill a little bit.
Yeah, and I'm not
mean,
like...
You're not being like, oh, I'm never gonna see him again.
Yeah.
But I think like allowing there to be interests that you share, allowing yourself to be open to the possibility that you might share some interests that are outside of like the 6 we just talked about.
Mm-hmm.
Like you, and it does sound like you are open to being like, maybe I'll like golf, which like probably not, but maybe you might like golf. And like, maybe he will actually really like... I also am like, the video game board game thing is like, there's gonna be some crossover there. Like, I just know you guys are gonna find a game you both like board game or video game or both. Like that's another thing about me and Joe is like, he loves video games and I am really not into them. And we've been together for 5 years, and now there are like a couple of video games that we like playing together. And we mostly found out about them because he researched games that would be fun to play with my mom, who is also really into video games. And then I was like, well, it's got to be one that has like cute animals and magic, or I'm like fucking out. And like there can't be any like like I can't
go. No, I can't.
No,
I really don't. But that's the thing is too, is like I don't want to ever have to play a video game ever, even if I love you.
You might not have to, but what if you were open to the idea of like, maybe in 5 years you played one video game with your fiance?
Sure. And he was like talking, I asked him what his favorite game was, and he talked to me all about it. And
what was it?
Horizon.
Hey, that sounds pretty.
Yeah, and he showed me a little video of it. And I was being interested and curious, and I want to cherish that passion.
Cherish him.
But I don't want to play it.
No.
And he's not expecting me to. And that's the other thing. Yeah. I was just thinking, like...
That's a great question.
How many differences are too many differences?
Right.
I will say that we have one really huge common interest.
What is it?
Can you guess what it is?
Reality TV?
Yes.
See, that's all you need. Like, I was like, you like going out to eat together or doing whatever you've been doing, like getting drinks. Like, that is a shared interest. Like, not everyone likes going out places. You like reality TV. That's enough. That's frankly enough. He
loves it. And he loves Love Island. He is so hyped for the new season. Like, he is excited.
That's all you need. You just need, like, one big one.
Yeah.
And then, like, as long as you also like spending time together. I think, like, if you like talking to each other, I don't know, 50% of it, because you're going to spend so much time talking to each other. Yeah. Hopefully. I think that is, like, a key to a healthy relationship is, like... enjoying each other's company and being able to like communicate openly.
So far, I like to talk to him.
Huge.
And he identifies as a yapper.
That is huge. A yapper who likes reality TV, you have plenty in common.
Yap it up.
You don't need to like golf or jazz or video games. And he doesn't need to like board games or
board games feels kind of tough
theater.
For me.
Like, I mean, he will. I just am like, he's gonna like board games.
Yeah.
And he might like theater. He just probably hasn't been exposed to it.
Well, actually, the topic of the Lion King came up And he was like, "Oh, that'd be cool to see." And I was like, "I actually think it's coming to the Pantages next season." So I think that, like, it's not like I hate it and
No.
it's just, it's not his world. He's
Yeah.
a data analyst. Like, he's
What does
so,
he
like,
do?
he doesn't even know another actor in LA, which is crazy.
In Los Angeles, he doesn't know one other. You're the first actor he's met.
He's so normal. I mean, probably not met, but
no,
he doesn't run with those types.
That's so fun.
Yeah.
I'm excited for you. I'm excited that you've gone on 2 dates.
Yeah, thanks.
You know I love to get ahead of myself. And I will.
And you will.
And I am. I'm running away.
We'll see.
We'll see. Right now, we got to see what's going on with these Love Island freaks. It's airing in... What time is it?
It's airing in 35 minutes.
Ah! Great. Well, bye, Star Babies.
Send us a message, drop us a line, review and subscribe, leave us a 5 stars if you can, and I know that you can. Tell your friends and download it again. Super Sister Signs, Super Sister Signs, Super Sister Signs. Ba-da-ba-da.